White chocolate and vanilla mousse, a true delight. And I'm going to make it even more special by adding a gorgeous blueberry compote. So what I've been doing here is just melting some white chocolate. Use some really good quality white chocolate, and I'm just gently melting it. Now you can see I've just got a little water under here. The base of the bowl is not touching the water. If that happens, then our chocolate can seize. So you just want it to be on a medium to low heat. Melt that chocolate, and once that's melted, we're going to take that off the heat to cool down slightly. Now while that's cooling, let's get onto our blueberry compote, and I'm also going to add some vanilla to this because I really want to taste the vanilla throughout the whole recipe. So into a pan, I'll add about 250 grams of fresh blueberries. So 2 punnets, look how gorgeous they are. In they go. To really bring out their gorgeous flavour, some sugar. So just caster sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm going to keep my vanilla bean paste for the actual mousse so we get those little speckles throughout the mousse. But when I'm cooking, I prefer to use a vanilla bean extract. So we need about 1 teaspoon. It's got a lovely intense vanilla flavour, so that's why I'm using it when I'm heating it up. So we'll just add a splash in there. Give that a little jiggle. And I'll also add just a splash of water. That's just to help those blueberries break down slightly. Okay, that's looking good. And now for the mousse. So I've got some cream cheese here. Make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature. If it's too cold, we're going to get lumps. We want this to be super smooth. So in with our cream cheese. Okay, and I've just cubed that, along with some icing sugar and our vanilla bean paste. I'll squeeze in about a teaspoon. Perfect. The lid goes on and I'll whisk this until it's smooth. That's what I'm looking for, silky, velvety, and I want to see those speckles of vanilla just right. Now we'll just leave that for a moment while we finish off the blueberries. Now you can see that it's bubbling. Those blueberries are still holding their shape, but they're just breaking up slightly. It smells fantastic. So I'm going to just turn the heat off now and add a small amount of corn flour. Now what this is going to do is just thicken up our compote. So just a small splash of that water in the corn flour, and then while it's still piping hot, we're going to add that corn flour and just mix that in until it thickens. A little more. Now we do need this to cool completely, so we just have to be a little patient, wait for that to cool, wait for our chocolate to finish cooling, and then we can bring it all together. All right, the blueberries have cooled down nicely. The chocolate has cooled down. Look at that. Isn't that just delightful to watch? And now we can add our vanilla and cream cheese mixture. So we'll just scoop this straight into our white chocolate and then combine that. And the best thing about this chocolate mousse is you don't have to wait too long to serve this. In fact, you can serve it immediately. Or if you want to do this for a dinner party, of course, make it ahead of time and pop it in the fridge. So before I start adding the cream, I like to just give this a really good mix, folding that in nicely. And then we're going to add the cream. We just want to keep it nice and fluffy. So in with our cream. And what I've done here is just given this a really good whisk. So that's 300 mils of thickened cream. And I'm just going to whisk it one more time just to get as much air in it as possible. And little by little, we're going to add our white chocolate mixture. So because it's quite heavy now, we'll add a small amount and then just gently fold everything together. And then a little more of our white chocolate mixture. So just little slow folding motions. I go around 360 and then cut in the middle. 360, cut in the middle, and just continue that process. All right, I'm happy with that. It's pillowy, it's fluffy, it's just right. I'll remove the dirty bowls, and I'm using some glass bowls for presentation. I think it looks fantastic. We'll just get rid of that spatula and a big spoon. And we'll just serve a generous amount of this. Because it's so light and luscious, I think you can serve a little more than usual. Yum! Now, don't forget about our gorgeous blueberry and vanilla compote. See how that's thickened up because of that corn flour? And we're just going to add a few spoonfuls of that over the top. Just a small amount. If you have some mint, just for garnish, a little sprig of mint on top. And one thing is missing from this mousse: texture. You need some crunch. So you can make a little bicky to go with it, or I've always got some store-bought really good quality biscuits in my pantry. These are just lemon biscuits. What you can do is either break it over the top. I'm just going to break it in half, and we're just going to pop that straight in there. And it's fantastic just to scoop up that white chocolate mousse with the blueberries. Yum. A very simple mousse, no wait time. Make it, serve it as soon as possible.